Magandang araw po sa inyo mga kabansa. Kayo po ay nasa Iparas kay Paras at ito ay inyong lingkod Ado Paglinawan na bumabati sa inyo at nagbubukas ng entablado para sa ating secretary.
Magandang hapon muli, mga kababayan. Magandang hapon sa aking kaibigan, paring Ado Paglinawan. At of course, sa ating mga mahal na mga tagapakinig, mga mahal na mga kababayan natin na nagdudusa pa rin sa hirap ng buhay dahil sa masamang pagpapatakbo ng ating ekonomiya, pagpapatakbo ng ating gobyerno. So, ito na naman, nakakatakot at ikangay ng balahibo, no? Papataas ng balahibo dahil sobra na nga ang pangungutang at ngayon ay yung reserve ng ating bansa para sa kapakanan ng ating bayan ay binibenta na rin ngayon. Mayroong report tungkol dito sa pinapakialaman na ng Central Bank ang ating reserve ng gold. Pero prior natin pag-usapan yan, mayroong report na itong gold na ito ay galing sa nakaw na yaman.
The World Bank and its sister organization, the International Monetary Fund, are very special organizations. They are sitting on top of the world's wealth, which was put into a secret account, and it has more gold than anybody knows about. And it is cloaked in secrecy. The bankers do not own that money. It's held in benefit for humanity. The World Bank and the IMF are listed on a special agreement that was signed in 1950 about that. Assets, it's gold. It's more gold than people know about. It's over 1 million metric tons of gold. And the World Bank and the IMF have a special role to play, making sure that that money is spent to the benefit of humanity.
So where's the gold? Some people believe that the gold in Fort Knox has disappeared. That's been in question for many years. Congressmen have attempted to get an audit of the gold in Fort Knox. So 1 million metric tons of gold is not something you can just hide. Where would you say that that gold is being stored?
400,000 metric tons are in the Central Bank of the Philippines. There's over 200,000 metric tons in Union Bank of Switzerland. And some of that gold is buried securely in the Philippines as well. Some of it is held in various banks, but the bulk of it is in the Philippines.
So the World Bank holds the note on that gold?
No. It is in a special trust account that was set up by Ferdinand Marcos, and the authorized signatory is a German banker lawyer by the name of Wolfgang Struck, who also lives in the Philippines.
So how do the people get the gold back? If it's their gold and it was taken by these bankers, how do we receive it?
That is the question. And they're just sitting there illegally and refusing to relinquish it. Part of the problem is that this gold is cloaked in secrecy. But in the last month, Wolfgang Struck has been publishing all of the documentation. So it's there for people to see. We have the originals. And people just have to make sure that the banks do what they're required to do, which is release the world's wealth.
It would seem from the report, we're not saying that this is a conclusive, but it points to certain queries, certain clarifications from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Because as pointed out by Karen Hunter, ito yung may alam tungkol dito, na 400
1,000 metric tons.
1,000 metric tons of gold, which was owned by the Filipinos, are being stored in the central bank. And in the advent of this report, ito, pakita natin itong report na to, na binibenta na ngayon, itong mga gold na ito, ng central bank to private buyers. Nakakatakot, mga kababayan. Okay.
Philippines was the largest seller of gold in the first half of this year, unloading 24.9 tons of the precious metal. The BSP calls it part of active management strategy of the country's gold reserve.
Dito sa report na ito, no need to panic daw. Pero, bakit hindi tayo
Walang transparency.
magiging abala, mga kababayan, sa Central Bank of the Philippines na ina-unload na ngayon itong gold? If we have heard that there is 400,000 tons of gold
Yeah.
in the central bank, and that is intended for the Filipino, and it's being now sold by the central bank. And sinasabi nila parang casually lang, ay huwag kayo matakot dahil pinagkikitaan natin to. Dapat siguro, paring Ado, kailangan magpalabas ng explanation ang central bank at saan gagamitin itong gold na to, kasi palaki ng palaki ang utang ng ating bansa. Palaki ng palaki ang budget ng ating bansa in terms of the general appropriations. And normally, ang gold is really reserved for the future. So, ano masasabi mo tungkol dyan, paring Ado?
Well, ang masasabi ko rito ay ang soundness at health ng ating financial system ay wala pala talaga sa produksyon. Dahil wala tayong produksyon ngayon. Natatalo ng expenditures. Kaya nagkakaroon ng palaki ng deficit. At para punuan ito, ay dito pala sa Ginto nanggagaling ang financial strength natin. Kaya tayo
Stability.
kinakausap ng
Financial
mga bangko.
strength and stability.
And stability.
O,
Tapos ngayon, bebenta nila.
ang rason daw ay biglang mataas daw ang presyo ng gold sa market at take advantage. Pero
Humugot kayo sa ibang bagay. Nagpapatunay lamang ng all the productive programs of this government is on a slump. Pabuluso ang ating productivity. Agriculture, industrial, and even sa service. Dahil pati ngayon, pogo, nawawala na.
ito, pakinggan natin itong report na to. Philippines sold 24.9 tons of gold in H1 2024. First half of 2024. Part of strategy, says Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, on Monday defended the sales of its gold holdings in the first half of the year, saying this is part of its active management strategy of the country's gold reserve. The BSP took advantage of the highest price of gold in the market and generated additional income without compromising the primary objectives for holding gold, which are insurance and safety, the central bank said in email. Okay. Sinasabi nila, the primary goal is to keep it. And now they are contradicting themselves. Just because
They're monetizing.
just because tumaas yung presyo, anong klaseng yan You are contradicting Kaya nga mo itatago, maski si ilang pang multiplier effect yung presyo na yan, Pero you have to stick to the rules na hindi natin pwedeng ano yan because this is for stability. Balik mo nga.
The BSP took advantage of the higher prices of gold in the market and generated additional income without compromising the primary objectives for holding gold, which are insurance and safety, the central bank said in an emailed statement.
Oh.
Well, di, magsisinungaling lang kayo, hindi pa kayo marunong mag-Ingles. Contradicting yourself in your very statement that you're releasing. Ang katotohanan, bagsak na tayo, wala tayong produksyon, tapos nag-hemorrhage pa tayo sa paggastos ng gobyerno, left and right na walang direksyon, at yung mga appropriated development projects, lalo na yung mga infrastructure, at mga program funds, nililipat ang pondo para magkaroon ng pork barrel pampondo sa darating na eleksyon. Yan ang ginagawa ng Marcos administration.
So, Mr. Central Bank Governor and those making money from your monetary board, you have a lot of explaining to do.
They are now printing money sa Claro Emerecto.
You are saying this but contradicting the real purpose why you are keeping gold. Alam mo, napaka-flimsy yung sasabihin na napakataas ang presyo. Because there are other commodities that prices have increased in the world market or in markets in Asia or in Europe. Bakit of all people, of all items, ang gold ang pipiliin nyo?
Dahil walang bagong money na pumapasok.
Bakit hindi nyo pinapakinabangan at pinapakita ngayon yung Maharlika Fund?
Nandiyan pa ba yun?
Dapat regulated ng central bank yan kasi galing ng bangko yung mga pera na yun wala nga kayong mga pinapakitang explanation kung bakit yun ninyo kinukuha yung pera na yan at hindi nyo pakinabangan at pataasin nyo yung income or value. Bakit ninyo pakialaman itong at lalo pa hindi malayo, pare, yung mga jewelry na pinagkukuha ni Imelda Marcos, pinagbibili at na nasa central bank.
It's a national treasure.
Biglang mawawala na lang yan.
Baka makita natin, nakasabit na yan sa leeg ni Congressman Kimbo.
Alam mo, itong mga monetary board na ito, with due respect, for so many years, or for the first time siguro in our history, ngayon lang kayo nag-unload ng ganyang klase.
Alam mo bakit, Kong?
And there, historically, partner, marami ng beses na tumaas ang presyo ng gold. Bakit hindi kayo nag-unload noon?
Yes, noon.
Bakit ngayon suddenly na under this Marcos administration mukhang inuunahan na ninyo, baka may nag-udyok sa inyo dyan na sige, para maya-maya yung tunay na may-ari ng gold na yan or nagnakaw ng gold na yan ay talagang yun ang makikinabang at the end of the day. Di ba, pare?
Pero isang factor, kaya minamadali nila yan, is the World Bank has already degraded our growth rate projections even up to 2025. Hindi na natin
So niloloko tayo for the reason, not because mataas ang presyo, but because there are other things may pagtatakpan, mga kababayan. Kaya dapat talaga mag-alboroto ang ating mga kababayan at questionin itong mga people in that high pedestal ng central bank and most of them are making money. Ang tataas ng mga sweldo.
Dito, sa exchange na ito, maraming kumitang direktor ng Central Bank dito.
Of course.
May commission sila dyan.
And sino bang bumalik dyan? Yung kuneho dati na ginawang at balik naman dyan. Di ba? Kilala mo ba yun? Yung dating finance secretary? Oh. Na
Joke, no?
sinipa. Pinalitan sabi ng iba, sinipa nga kasi bulok. Pero ang pinalit, mas bulok pa. Kasi pinagkukuha din naman yung mga pera ng mga corporations na pinapakinabangan dapat ng mga corporations dyan. Like PhilHealth.
Ako, feel ko lang, no? Hindi na natin ma-achieve yung 6%. Pababa na tayo sa 5%. Baka bumaba pa tayo ng 5%.
But these are all...
Yan ang pinagtatakpan.
But these are itong mga 6%, 5%, mga imaginary yan. Hindi naman yan talaga yung real...
Macro lang yan. Macro.
Real These are not the real scores so to speak
Pero yan ang ginagamit ng ating kaibigan.
Hindi naman yan yung real values
Yan ang ginagamit ng ating kaibigan na pruweba daw na magaling si Marcos. Yung GNP, increase in growth sa GNP.
At sino naman yung kaibigan na
Ewan ko.
huwad na yan?
Basta alam ko, meron siyang bagong Alphard na ginagamit ngayon pang araw-araw.
Talaga?
Oh.
Oh. Ay, my goodness. So, yun po mga kababayan, wag tayong hunos dili na magtanong at magdemand dito sa mga kumikita na mga empleyado ng gobyerno, yung mga miyembro ng Monetary Board, mga kababayan. At kasama na dyan yung dating Finance Secretary na kinik out. Baka kanyang idea din ito. Mga kababayan.
Okay, po.
Mabuhay.
Lahat ng OFW subscribers dito sa Iparas kay Paras. Tandaan nyo, issue lang kami. Wala akong personalan. At kung may personal man, ay binibigyan namin ng rason. Huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe dito sa Iparas kay Paras at i-click ang notification bell. At sa aking YouTube channel, at Ado Paglinawan. Marcos, alis dyan.